Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Public health authorities have declared the water in Slavonski Brod safe for drinking. Some 90,000 residents have been without potable water for 10 days following an oil contamination scare. County and local officials are sending back the Army and Fire Department tanker trucks that have been supplying clean water to the community. But water tanks set up in neighborhoods around the area will stay for now.
For a week now, test results have consistently shown concentrations below the maximum level allowed. Today, we can firmly state that the water is safe for drinking.
The Public Health Bureau has an obligation to continue testing the water in Slavonski Brod over the coming days just to make sure nothing unexpected happens. After that, we'll decide whether to dismantle the water tanks.
The government-appointed special administrator for Agrokor, Fabris Peruško, and his deputy, Irena Weber, briefed the Prime Minister and the Economy Minister today on how the negotiations with creditors to reach a debt settlement were progressing. The document is expected to be signed tomorrow. Junior coalition partners and representatives of parties who support them in Parliament also attended the meeting.
I'm pleased to report that we were told that of the 7 suppliers present at this morning's meeting, all agreed to restructure a debt of 1 to 1.5 billion euro, which is sustainable and should give us reason to believe that Agrokor and all of the companies with ties to it will maintain production and jobs will be saved. The majority owners, that is, the relative majority owners, will be the 2 Russian banks. They will have a stake of 30 to 46%, depending on what can be negotiated.
Regional leaders are gathered in Mostar for the 21st International Economic Fair, an event intended to boost economic cooperation. Prime Minister Plenković is there along with his counterparts from Serbia and Bulgaria. Asked about Agrokor, the Prime Minister underscored that tomorrow marked 1 year since Croatia's largest private company was placed under special administration to avoid its collapse.
We've succeeded in what we set out to do. We invested a lot of political capital into this. We took responsibility last year to prevent an economic and financial catastrophe for Croatia, one that would have not only affected Croatia's largest company, but many others associated with it.
Coinciding with the economic fair, the Croatian Chamber of Commerce has just opened an office in Mostar.
Bosnia and Herzegovina are part of a unique market. Our trade with Bosnia and Herzegovina in 2017 was close to 2 billion euro. That number has not yet reached pre-2008 levels, when we had over 2 billion euro, but it is definitely a reason why we opened an office last week in Sarajevo and another one today in Mostar.
Croatian shipbuilding magnate Danko Končar, whose company Kermas is the new Uljanik shipyards strategic partner, met today with management and unions. He says he supports the shipyard's restructuring plan, but added that it needs more work. Končar announced Brodo Trogir would merge with Uljanik and said there would be no major layoffs at the Trogir-based shipyard. Uljanik's unions are hoping the new partnership will improve their shipyard's prospects.
We are planning to bring Brodo Trogir under Uljanik, like the May 3rd shipyard. Under this arrangement, we would reorganize operations to increase efficiency and make production more cost-effective. We expect them to focus on shipbuilding, and for us, unions, that's a priority. We want shipbuilding to survive here. It's an industry with a tradition and a source of pride.
A Croatian Air Force pilot has tested one of the Israeli F-16 fighter jets Croatia is set to buy from Israel. Lieutenant Željko Ninić flew one of the jets today at Israel's Ramat David Air Base. He is the first Croatian Air Force pilot to fly an F-16.
Getting to test this plane, which we'll be getting soon, was a dream shot, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Believe me, just being in the cockpit is something that's hard to compare to anything I've experienced before in my professional career.
In sports, Croatia's water polo team has won the Europa Cup, a brand new tournament which featured all of Europe's top water polo teams. Croatia beat France, Montenegro, and Serbia in their group and went on to defeat Spain in the final 12-9 on Sunday. Loren Fatovic was Croatia's top scorer with 6 goals.
After the World Championships, this was like an informal European Championship. It's very similar. In spite of the tough conditions going in, we are tired and worn out, we still showed we had heart. I knew it would be difficult. We're all pretty spent. Once again, we broke our opponent with our rhythm. A big thank you to the fans. We've got another trophy on the shelf.
Tomorrow's forecast calls for partly sunny skies and slightly cooler temperatures. It will be cloudier in the morning on the north coast and in the mountains, where there is still a chance of some light rain. There will be a moderate to high southwesterly wind in the interior. On the coast, expect a light to moderate southeasterly with a chance of higher gusts in places. Morning lows will range from 7 to 12 degrees in the interior and from 10 to 15 on the Adriatic. Highs for the day will be between 17 and 22. The 3-day outlook calls for partly to mostly sunny skies in the interior on Wednesday. It will be cloudy and wet on Thursday before clearing up on Friday. Southeasterly winds will dominate. Conditions for the weekend are looking good for Saturday, while Sunday will be less stable with a chance of rain. On the coast, expect sunny skies and warm temperatures on Wednesday. Thursday will be cloudy and wet, but like in the interior, it will be sunny on Friday. The outlook for the weekend is mostly sunny and dry. There will be a high southeasterly wind until Friday, when a shift to a northwesterly is expected.
And that brings us to the end of the news. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.